And welcome to Call Me Oz Live. The night before the day and the night we celebrate our freedom. Yes, it is such a wonderful day. It is actually my favorite holiday of the entire year, just so you guys know. So I love it because it's just a day where we get to celebrate our freedom. Not a lot of countries get to do this. We get to go out and enjoy ourselves. We can go camping. Well, should I say, some of us get to go camping. Not all of us, but some of us get to be fortunate and they get to go camping, like for 3 days. I won't mention any names at all. I'm just saying, okay, that some people are fortunate enough to go camping. Some of us get to stay here in Albuquerque and go get to enjoy the fireworks shows and get to enjoy our freedom, which is what I'll be doing. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more as we go into the night here. Also, I just want to tell you, my special guest tonight is one of our very special guests, one of our very special people that makes Call Me Oz work every single year. I don't think I could live without her. We're going to talk more about her. That is, what are we going to call her? Champion, coach, retired, recruiter. Yes, I think that pretty well explains it for the most part. We got more to talk about. That's Millie, so don't go nowhere because you want to hear what Millie's got to say. Also, we're going to talk about the venues I was in last week, all 2 of them, and we're going to talk about all the venues that I'm going to be in this week, all 0 of them. Yeah, you heard that right. We're also going to talk about a couple of things on the website. It's where you can go to find out who has made it to the fair so far and what night they will be at the fair so that you can just go ahead and start making plans to be at the fair that night. In fact, you know, we all have friends in the community, so you might as well just plan on being there all 11 nights. I'm just saying, okay? And then, because it is 4th of July weekend and you're looking for stuff to do with your family, I'm going to show you a place you can go on the website where you can find stuff to do with your family. A lot of it's free. And then we're also going to talk about the karaoke showcase season, where we're at and where we're headed. We're like right in the middle of it, kind of, sort of. We're going to talk about all the crazy stuff going on at Red Velvet Underground. Of course, we're still looking for a few more people to judge you. And we're going to talk about Chuck Norris and the Bears. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about Call Me Oz live in front of a studio audience that you have the opportunity to be part of. And you will want to get there early. So I'm going to give you all the details tonight so you can put it on your calendar and make sure that you plan on being there. I don't think you want to miss this show. I really don't. And then we're going to talk about the new Call Me Oz office. In case you haven't seen the pictures on Facebook, I'm going to make sure you know about it. So like I said, we're going to come back and we're going to talk a lot about people camping and people that are not camping. And I just want to say, everyone who's watching, I'm going to ask you to please share this to every single group that you are in tonight, because thanks to you all, we had a record-breaking week last night, especially thanks to Stu Dizzle and to Millie and to Drastic for doing the sharing like mad. You guys were crazy, but it's paid off. So thank you so much. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with Millie.
What's up, y'all? My name is DJ Ash, and I will be your host every Thursday night here at Twist Nightclub, your new alternative lifestyle club here on 4th and Central. Every Thursday night, we have great singers, we have epic drink specials, and we have awesomeness. Please come down and see me.
All right, what's up, y'all? This is DJ Bainey down at Bozy Brothers Brewery. That's at 601 Gold Street Southwest, not Northwest, Southwest. Come on down, sing some karaoke. It's Thursday night. We start at 7 o'clock, 7 to 11. And you get $1 off every time you sing a song. So bring your designated driver and come on down and sing some karaoke on Thursday night here at Bozy Brothers. 601.
Pepe Aguilar, ven y canta aquí en Leos.
Karaoke, todos lunes y miércoles son de karaoke en Leos Nightclub.
Puro amor norteño. Chichi, chao.
It's time to get ready for our weekend karaoke. Come on down to Fiesta's Restaurant every Friday night with me, DJ Drastic, your karaoke host for the evening. We'll see you guys starting at 9 p.m.
And welcome back to Call Me Oz Live, this special edition here the night before we celebrate our freedom. I have Miss Millie with us.
Hey, folks.
Very honored to have you here with us
Why,
tonight.
thank you.
You know, she has been an incredible person of the Call Me Oz team. We go back a long ways.
Long ways.
We had your son on the show last Wednesday. We're just making this a family affair.
Family affair. Why the heck not?
Why not? I mean, it just, you know, if it works, it works, right? So we're going to talk a lot with Millie as we go on throughout the night here. But for those of you who don't know who Millie is, let me tell you who Millie is, okay? So Millie just sprung up in the 2014 Karaoke Showcase season. The very first one we ever did.
Yeah.
And you rolled right into the fair.
Yes.
And then back then, of course, we eliminated 9 people each night, kept 3 to come back on the semifinal night, which you were one of those.
Yes.
And then from the semifinal night, we eliminated 12 and kept 12, and you were one of those 12.
Yes, I was.
And then you shared the stage with Jason Paz and JJ Jones.
Yes.
And you 3 just totally killed it.
We tried. Yes, we did.
Yes. And then, of course, from there, in 2015, you were just there. Mm-hmm. It was really awesome because there really wasn't a position in the team at that point.
Right.
You were just kind of...
I was present.
Yeah, you were present and you were promoting, and I think you were at every single audition, if I'm not mistaken.
I was.
I really believe you were.
I was on a mission.
Yeah. And then 2016 rolls around, and we decided we needed coaches.
Yes.
Or we felt like having coaches would be very helpful
to every contestant.
To the contestants,
yeah.
Because it's a big journey. It's huge.
It is.
And then of course when they get to the fair and they see how big that darn stage is, they about freak out. They're just like, ah!
It can be quite intimidating.
Yeah.
You know, it can be.
Yeah. So at that point, we decided to have you and Angie become coaches, which you guys did a phenomenal job. And just so everybody knows, I was so grateful because all of a sudden my phone stopped ringing. It was epic.
And ours started. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And yours and Angie's phone then really became very busy.
Yes.
And that is when we developed the whole coaches thing at the time. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, I retired. And so 2017, we didn't do anything, or we weren't planning on it.
Thank you. We weren't.
And then what happened?
Well, then we were asked to do like a showcase of all the winners.
Correct. Of all the champions.
Yes. All the champions from all the previous years.
Right, from the past 3 years.
Yes.
And I, of course, was so busy with the chemicals at that time that the only thing I could do was call you up and say, hey, Millie, can you handle this?
And handled it, I did.
Yes, she did. In case y'all didn't know, Millie made all the calls, contacted all the champions, brought them back, made it happen. And they were just blown away. What was amazing is we did not practice with any of these people.
No, we did not.
There was no practice sessions. There was no nothing. It was just quite as simple as, we need you at the fair on such and such day at such and such time, and what song are you going to sing?
Exactly. Exactly. And then our finale song that the entire group did.
Yes.
We Are the Champions by Queen?
by Queen.
Yes.
And
And
that
that
was-
was epic.
That was super
Yes,
epic
yes, yes,
because,
yes.
like, we didn't practice this.
No, we
did
did
not
not.
practice
We
it
did
together
not.
at all.
That's how good we are.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was. You would have thought when I watched the video of the entire show that night, it was like, man, I swear we practiced.
Yeah.
Because it was right. It was dead on the whole
It was
night.
wonderful.
It was amazing. And so, of course, it was at that time that the fair had asked me kind of nonchalantly to come back.
Yes.
And so I thought about it for a couple of days, and I made the call and I said, yeah. So, and we came back. So then, of course, in coming back, we needed the coaches again.
In 2018, yeah.
So you came back as a coach and Angie, and it was crazy.
But it was so much fun.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was so much fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm crazy, so I like crazy.
Yeah. And of course, at the end of 2018, you wanted to retire. Mm-hmm. I respected that. Kind of.
To a degree.
Sort of. Right?
Kinda. Sort of.
So I let her be retired.
For how many months?
Maybe 2 months. I'm thinking about when did we have the meeting? That was the end of January, right? So February. Yeah, about 2 months. Yep. Yep. It was like I was sitting there going, I know who can sign people up. I know who is not afraid to go into any venue in this city, and literally any venue.
Yeah.
And if they hear somebody good, you're not afraid to walk up to them and say, hey,
That's right. Tell them how good they are and what they should be doing with their talent. And that's entering our competition here, our showcase. And they all seem to love it when I do that, and they sign up. So
it's just crazy how that works.
yeah.
So Millie came out of retirement just like me. And she became the recruiter.
I am now the recruiter, no longer the coach or the mentor,
No,
but I am the recruiter, and I've been recruiting my tushy off.
you have signed up so many people, I couldn't even begin to count how many there's been.
And it's so much
Jesus,
fun.
crazy.
It's just so much fun. And it's actually very, very rewarding as being a mentor, actually.
Yeah.
I had this one individual to tell me, I never thought I would even want to be in a competition. But because of you, I think I can do this.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you can.
Exactly.
And you will. Here's the sign-up sheet. Here's the registration, and I'll do all the rest.
She just kind of walks up to him and goes, "Here you go.
Yeah,
it's
yes.
real simple. Just fill this out right
You
here.
know you
I'll
wanna.
take care of the rest.
You know you wanna.
Yeah.
And the greater majority of the time, I get the papers back, or a promise that they will go on to callmeoz.net and register online.
Yeah. And it's working. We have, as of right now, Billiards Palace was full, of course, last Friday. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And then Effing Bar is now full. Fiestas is full. Leo's only has 4 spots left. I am sure they'll be full quickly. Cities of Gold and Mariscos are about halfway full.
Okay.
And Kilt Check is a little over halfway full.
Okay.
So and that's it. That's all for the primary venues, and then we just got satellites going on. So there's a lot going on, and a lot of it's because of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been my pleasure. Plus, it allows me to get out there and sing, which, I didn't know, excuse me, if I'd still be able to sing. I can't sing standing up much anymore, but sitting down, and most KJs will accommodate me, which is absolutely wonderful. It makes me feel good.
Right? Yeah, they have no problem walking that microphone over to you.
Yeah,
I mean,
which is
it
wonderful.
is what it is. So, yeah, it's just an amazing thing. So, last Wednesday, we had our first satellite audition where we sent 2 people to the fair from a satellite, and that was at Alley Cantina in Taos. And let me tell you, those people came out in droves.
Wow.
Like, have you ever been to Alley Cantina?
No, I have not.
So Alley Cantina is, I don't know if maybe it was an old house back in the day on the plaza down in Taos, but it's not very big, and I don't know how many seats they have. I would say probably 60, 70 maybe.
Really?
This place started filling up about 7:30. Me and Jackie were finishing dinner and getting ready to go hide, and we just as we finished just in time. Like, we finished like right at 7:30. We get up, we walk. As we're walking out, just droves of people are walking in. I mean, like crazy amounts of people.
Wow.
And of course, I don't know anybody in town.
Right.
So it was kind of cool, like, to be there, and like nobody knew me. It was really nice. And
You can just walk past people and they don't even recognize you.
They didn't even know who I was.
You were incognito.
Yeah, and I wasn't in my shirt, so
Right,
of course they had
right.
no clue, and they had no clue who Jackie was. So we just kind of walked out, did
So
our
wait a
thing.
minute. Is this the place that you and Jackie took the supersonic, super duper
Yes.
helicopter thingy
Yes,
to?
yes, that is
That
correct.
you guys were talking about
Yes,
last week?
that is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
It was an
all right.
epic ride.
Yes, I can imagine.
Yes, it was quick. Right after we did the show with your son last
Yes.
Wednesday, boom, we were gone. And we arrived on time, got our things done. And it was just crazy when we came back and actually walked in. And I mean, I didn't walk in right away, obviously, but Jackie did. And I was watching, there was like this window in the alley that I could actually see inside, and nobody could see me.
Oh, wow.
And
That sounds cool.
I was just like sitting there watching this, and it was like, oh my God. Like, how am I even going to get through the door and over to the microphone? Like, it was ridiculous.
Sea of people.
Oh, it was just a sea of people. Every single seat was taken, and then there were just people standing. Like, the whole walls were literally lined with people. It was insanity. And so when I went in singing, or getting ready to sing, I just kind of had to inch my way through people, and of course they didn't know who I was.
Right.
And then I show up at the microphone and I start singing, and then they realized
Who you were.
who I was and what was going on, and they're like, "Oh my God, the competition's actually starting!" And yeah, it was crazy. These singers, the 12 that were pre-qualified, were unbelievable. Like, really unbelievable. And like, they all dress, like, most of them dressed their parts.
Wow.
Like the dude who sang Judas Priest, he was all dressed up. He looked just like him.
Wow.
And then, oh, look, we have a call coming in from Letitia.
Oh.
I wanted to talk to her live on the show because she played a big part of the filling up of fiestas.
Fiestas, definitely.
Yes. Are you there, Tisha?
I am. Hi there.
Hi there.
Hi.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here chatting with Millie,
Hi, Miss Millie.
Hey, girl.
and we
How
are.
you doing?
I'm fine, but Oz wants to talk now, so we got to be quiet.
Oh, dang it. I'm always getting in the middle.
Yeah, you know how that goes, man. So I wanted to talk to you about filling up fiestas. How did you do that?
Oh, man. We get a lot of really good singers there.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you, between Millie and Mike, they were some of my biggest help. It's hard to sit there and run the soundboard and grab people and tell them about the contest. Because if I'm pulling people aside and talking to them, I can't pay attention to my sound.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing for me. So anytime I would hear somebody, I'd grab one of the two of them, and one of the two of them were there most nights
Nice.
that I was there. So I just grab one of the two of them and be like, hey, hand them a paper and have them help me. On this past Saturday that I was there, anytime I see somebody, I yell at them, go talk to Mike in the back, or I'd message Mike via Facebook, hey, grab that person.
Oh, wow.
So the two of them were just a huge help because there's no way I could have done that alone.
Right.
It would have just been too much to be able to run my sound run karaoke and grab people on the side and be, taking care of all of that as well.
Yeah.
So it was definitely not a solo person effort.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Tag team, girl. That's how we worked
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of this community is it's not a one-person job. We work this together.
Yeah, it truly is. And I mean, we have the Call Me Oz team, and then we have the KJs that are all part of it. And it really, it takes all of it. Like, not one person is responsible for the success that we're having this year. It's really, the success is becoming because of the amazing KJs that are involved and the amazing team that does this.
Definitely.
That's really what it is.
And we weren't just signing people up for fiestas. When I was there, it wasn't just about signing people up for fiestas. It was, where can you audition?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, my first thing was, can you audition here? But if they couldn't, it was, where can you audition?
Yeah.
And then we were at, Kilt Check on Sundays because I'm an early bird. I got to be up at 5:30 every morning, so my late nights are done with. And so I was at Kilt Check, most Sundays for the past, month or so. And anytime we hear somebody, we'd be passing out that paperwork. Hey, where can you audition? Where can you audition?
Yeah.
So it was, it was about promoting the competition itself, the showcase itself, not just one particular venue.
Right, and that is definitely another piece to this puzzle too, is because we have to understand that, maybe a Thursday night is not a good night for somebody, but maybe Sunday is a good night, or maybe a Tuesday is, or maybe a Wednesday is, or, maybe a Saturday night. So it's nice that we have all these other options, and yeah, we shouldn't be worried about, oh, this singer's going to try out someplace else, and then I'm going to lose him as a customer, because that's not community oriented.
Right, and that was the big thing was, it was, for the showcase, it has to be about where is it going to be comfortable for the competitor.
Yeah, right. Right.
Where are they going to be able to compete? What's going to be comfortable for them? They may not like a big crowd.
Right.
Or a crowded bar.
Yeah.
They may want something that's a little more, less stuffy, less packed.
Yeah.
And somewhere a little more open. And so it's a matter of, what's going to be comfortable for our contestants. And that's kind of what I tried to keep my focus on during this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being out there,
of course,
being out there, I signed up.
To be
Okay,
built,
Tisha.
but
Are you talking over me again, child? So, Tisha, as I was trying to say, darling, I've gone to like fiestas or Kilt or, effing bar and other places and actually signed up people for Morisco's and Leo's and, Sidewinders and Twist and, so yeah, I agree with you there, child. It's like, that's why it's good that the list of the venues are on the back of our registration form.
Right?
Bam.
Millie was everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is literally everywhere signing people up. Mm-hmm. So, I think having her
You
as
never
a...
know, a year ago, she was in that position.
Girl.
Right?
I know, huh?
She is truly a superhero.
Yep.
I keep my cape in the closet
Yeah.
so it doesn't get dusty.
Yeah.
She still wears her tights.
It's pretty apparent at Call Me Oz that nobody's allowed to retire anymore. It's just not allowed. It's not accepted, Yeah, if you retire, I will pull you out of retirement. Just the way it
We
is.
just pull ourselves out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we find a place for us. Yes. So,
Yes.
well, heck, I appreciate everything you have done. Thank you so much, Tisha, for being part of the community. You are the special guest singer at Leo's, and that is on August the 7th, I believe, or is it the 8th?
Well, let me see.
Oh, wait, I think that sheet will give you the answer.
Leo's is August 7th, girl.
Okay, yeah, so Wednesday, August
Okay,
7th.
good deal. I have it in my phone.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to see Tisha sing, again, Tisha was also a competitor every single year until last year.
Yeah.
And I pulled her off the stage and made her a special guest. And
That's right.
so, for those of you who want to be a special guest, well, let me tell you what it takes. It's not as simple as coming up to me and saying, hey, can I be a special guest? It'll be like, yeah, maybe in 3 or 4 years. You know, the truth is we have so many of them now that it's becoming harder and harder to become a special guest. So, but yeah, we've got you down for Leo's. And then we'll pick the night at the fair and we'll go from there.
Yeah, because once you become a special guest, girl, it doesn't go away. It's like...
No.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to start changing that.
Not be a special guest. That's the other thing.
I think I'm going to change it from the first year you're a special guest. Every year thereafter, you're a special pest.
Ah, did you hear that?
Kidding! I am really wired up tonight. Just ask Millie.
Oh, he's on one. He is definitely on one.
Oh, goodness. I can't wait to hear your joke at the end of the show.
Right?
I'm almost scared.
Are you crazy?
It's really, yeah. I'm gonna talk about Chuck Norris.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm. You might need the Lord after that.
Batten down the hatches, girl.
Right. All righty.
All right, guys. Well, I will let you get back to your show.
Awesome. Well, thanks for calling in.
I love you all very much, and I will see you guys out and about. Remember,
I'll see you on Sunday for sure. Sunday for sure, girl.
All right.
All right.
All right. See you later.
Good night.
Happy 4th.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So that was Tisha. You can find her at Fiestas every Saturday.
Every single
from
Saturday.
9 to close. She is epic. I was talking about Ali Cantina.
Mm-hmm.
Over the charts. Oh, unbelievable. These guys dressed the part. They played the part. One of the guys that... so the two that made it had a perfect score.
Really?
You talk about stage presence.
Wow.
Let me tell you about the guy that did Rebel Yell. Okay? Unbelievable. I mean, not only was his tone perfectly dead, this guy was like all over the bar. Like,
wow.
Yeah, like all over the place. Then he decided he was going to jump up on the bar. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. He jumped on the bar and was singing, going back and forth across. It's all on video.
All right.
As soon as I can't wait for Renee to finish doing the video clips, because I'm sure she will have videos of him in there. And then Tamika she did Stay, and it was, oh my God, unbelievable. But like all 12 of them, they deserve to go to the fair. Uh-huh. So I really encourage them to roll over to Cities of Gold, and I think 7 of them did.
I met one at one of the individuals at Kilchek on Sunday.
Oh,
and he
really?
told me that he had auditioned in Taos and that he was rolling over to Santa Fe.
Do you remember his name?
No, he was an older, well, not older, but you know, my age kind of person. We're not old.
Yeah, we're not old.
And he said he had a blast.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
He had a blast.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, and he said the talent was off the chain.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, those 2 that made it from Taos, you better get ready, because, yeah, they're going to own that stage.
Are you guys listening?
I hope you're listening.
You better be ready.
Like, you better up your game.
Yeah.
Because these 2, I can tell you right now, are just unreal. And so it's going to be a great show. That was awesome. Some of the preliminaries we've moved around just a little bit, so we're going to talk about that a little bit more here in just a few minutes. Then I want to talk briefly about Billiard Palace.
That was so much fun.
As if Ali Cantina wasn't off the chains.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a lot of fun.
Wow. So I get this text at 7:30 from Jeanette, because she's there getting everything set up. She's like, there's no seats.
That's right.
At 7:30, if you can believe that.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was crazy in there.
I was there. I think, what time did I get there? 8 o'clock, 7:45 in there somewhere. And yeah.
Yeah.
If it weren't for the fact that we had a reserved table, we wouldn't have had any seats.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had anything. And I knew that was going to happen. I actually had the KJ reserve that because I knew that based on history at Billiard, it was going to be full, and it was beyond full. And, you know, and the talent was off the chain again. I just unbelievable. Like, these people, where the heck are they coming from? I know about half of them, and about half of them I don't know.
Right.
I have no idea who they are. So, yeah, billiards was unbelievable. We got the top 8 from there, sent them to the fair. A lot of them rolled over to other venues, and which is why we're so full now.
Yeah.
So billiards was amazing. Congratulations, Minion. You did an amazing job that night for everything that he had to deal with. Like, he really had to deal with a lot of people that night.
A lot of people.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. But he did a great job. He did really, really good.
Yes.
That's where Kenny comes in handy.
That's right. He stands there. He stands there and protects the KJ.
Because, like, before I posted Kenny there was like 5 or 6 people like on him, just and he's trying to control the sound, and that was a problem, you know. But yeah, that's what Kenny's for.
Yes.
Once Kenny was positioned there, it was all handled.
That's right.
And it went much smoother. So the night went very,
Yay,
very well.
Kenny.
Yes. So awesome. Like I said, man, those 8 that went to the fair, again, step your game up, because you're going to need it. You're really going to need it.
You know, I'm glad, I am so glad that I am a part of the Call Me Oz team, because then it prevents me from wanting to compete. I don't think
Right?
I'd want to compete. There's some real talent.
Yeah. It's
Some real talent.
like
It's
every
wow.
year it gets more and more intense.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, like I said, about half the people I know, so a lot of the people are returning people. And you have to remember that they get better every year.
Yes, they do.
And it just becomes more and more intense. So we'll see what happens. So I will not be anywhere tonight. Now, tomorrow is 4th of July.
That's right.
It is Freedom 4th, and I go to the same place I've been going for 8 years, and that is Freedom 4th at the Balloon Fiesta Park. For those of you who don't know about Balloon Fiesta Park, I can't imagine you don't know about this, but it is a huge event. They have local bands that start at 3 o'clock, and they go all the way, and the headliner this year is the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. I love those guys. They are awesome. And the headliner comes on stage about 8. I think last year was Winona Judd. I've seen Joan Jett there. I've seen Michael Montgomery. I've seen so many amazing. And here's the best part about this. Guess how much it costs?
Free 99.
It is free. If you want to park somewhere and walk to the gate and walk in, it's free. But they will charge you, I think, $20 for parking.
Okay, well, that's not too bad, especially if you have a carload of people.
Yeah.
$20
Or you
for
can do
parking.
what I do, which is I go park at Coronado Mall. I pay $1 to get on the bus. I go down. I enjoy the heck out of myself. And at the end of it, I jump on a bus and I come back and I go home.
See?
$1.
See?
$1.
For some doggone good entertainment.
Oh, it's a blast. I have a blast every year. It is so
Yeah.
awesome there. And, you know, and the nice thing is like a lot of these events usually are really expensive to eat at. I don't do bad. I eat for like maybe $10.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I
I
get
bet for a
full.
whole $11.
Yeah, and it's usually like a burger and, you know, a soda. But you can bring your own stuff in.
Which
as
is
long
really
as
nice
it's
too.
sealed. Yeah,
Right,
you can
right.
bring in your own cooler with, and I do. I bring my waters and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to pay for stuff.
Right.
So you can bring your own drinks. Heck, I even see people that are willing. If you park, you can bring in your big coolers
On wheels.
Yeah, bring it in on wheels. I see people set up. Like I see people set stuff up. Like they put up their canopy tents and they have a table and their whole family's there and they've got grapes and cheese and all this other crazy stuff.
How nice.
Yep, that's the way
It's
it's
an
done.
event.
And I thought about doing that this year, and it's just like, yeah, I don't really feel like doing that. I'm gonna take it easy this year.
And you can't get all that stuff on the bus.
That you can't do. Yeah,
See?
you have to park and bring your stuff in
Right.
to do that. And you know, and I'm just not about that this year. I've got so many other. I just moved.
Yeah.
Of all things, you know, the last thing I want to do right now is
Have a
pack
cooler on wheels.
and load and unload and take it in and set up
Yes.
and tear it down and pack it back up.
Exactly.
And, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm going to take my nice little 6-pack cooler and that's what I'm taking.
Portable.
Is, yeah, yeah, whatever.
Did you know that J.J. Jones was going to be
Oh,
there
that's right.
this
I
year?
did see that.
just
J.J.
don't know what
Jones.
time.
Do you know what time?
I don't. And he never posted enough
course.
information.
Of course not.
It's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
But I'm going to call him, and I will suggest to him to put another post out there.
With the time.
With the time, so
Yeah.
people can make sure they're there to see him.
You know who was
He's
there
such a talent.
last year that I was so excited about too is, Toby Riffick.
Yes.
His brother, Rudy Boy, was
right.
on that stage.
Wow.
Just before Winona Judd. Yes.
So he opened for Winona.
It was somebody else. Winona was the year before.
Was it Winona the year? Okay. I'm sorry, I get mixed up. Like I say, I go every
I can't
single.
remember who it was last year because the fireworks delayed.
That's right. So
we were just kind of forgot that night.
I did too. That's right. Last year we
right,
had
it
the
was
wind
delayed.
and it was delayed.
That's
but
right.
I think I've gone for like 8 or 9 years now, and that was the only year that we've ever had a problem. And they did go off, but they went late.
Late.
Yeah, I'm leaving on the bus, and I'm looking back there watching
Watching the fireworks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very fortunate because I live very close to Balloon Fiesta Park. The only downside to that is the traffic.
Right.
But you just know you can't leave home
Right.
during certain hours of that day.
Correct. Correct. You just totally stay put. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's.
And if I strain really hard, I can hear the music.
Yeah. So that's where I will be tomorrow, and I encourage anybody that if you don't got plans for 4th of July, seriously, that's the way to go. I catch a bus about 5 o'clock, and I am literally in the gates by 5:30.
Wow.
And I tell you guys my little secret here. So I go in, I go all the way to the front so I can enjoy the music. And then right when the headliner goes off stage, before they come back for their encore, I grab my little chair and I go all the way to the back where the buses pick up. And I find me a really awesome spot to sit and watch the fireworks. From back there, the fireworks are amazing. And then as soon as that last firework goes off, I am like the first one on the bus.
That's right.
And I'm watching droves of people come. And I'm just smiling.
So you have it down to a science now.
Oh, God, yeah.
You've learned.
I've learned. Yes.
Wonderful.
So, again, I would encourage anybody that is not camping, of course.
Hasta la vista.
I'm just jealous that I'm not camping. That's okay. My day is coming very soon. I promise you that. Yeah. So I want to jump on the website really quick and show these folks where they can find out, where they can go to find out who's made it to the fair so far. Does that sound like a plan?
I think it sounds like a plan. People need to know.
People need to know. So, if you want to know who's made it to the fair and what night they're going to be at the fair, what you do is you go to callmeoz.net. You click on this button that says Love is in the Fair, which will take you here where it says Love is in the Fair. Okay. And then you scroll on down. Oh, no, you don't scroll down here. You go right here to ELIM. E-L-I-M. That stands for elimination brackets. And you click on that button. And when you do, it'll take you to this page right here. And you will see who has made it to the fair so far. Here's who's on Thursday night, and on Friday night, and on Saturday night, and Sunday night, and Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday.
All of the days of the fair.
These are
All
for
days
the,
of the-
these are the showcase nights.
Right, at the fair
Yes.
itself. Okay.
Yes, at the fair itself.
Now, can any of those listed change their night?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay, just so you know, yes, that's a great question. We get asked that all the time. Once you pick your night at the fair, you cannot change it for any reason. I don't care if a really amazing concert shows up in Denver, Colorado on your night of the fair. No, you cannot change your night. No, you got to understand, we just can't do that.
You can't even buy another night.
No, you can't.
Okay.
No. I've been bribed. No, it doesn't
So
work.
one of those nights are pretty filled.
It is.
at that
and
one.
just like I've always said in the past, you want to start trying out early to get these nights. Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night are the most demanded nights. And if you if you wait, then these nights get filled up, and then you end up over here on Monday or Tuesday, and those are just, So, so Saturday night is always the first night, so we have one spot left. And so that means at Cities of Gold, actually, Red Velvet Underground is on the 12th. And we're choosing 2 that night.
Right.
So I would guess that on that night, Saturday will be full. And then Friday will fill up, and then Sunday fills up. And then the rest of them fill up after that. Usually it's this Thursday right here that fills up next. Right. And then
that's the first night of the fair.
Yeah, and then it's the last Thursday that fills up. And then on Friday, we have our semifinal here. So, of course, we will get that filled up with the top 24, and then the top 12, and then the top 3. And then on Sunday, when we do the minors, that's right down here. As we know, we only had 4 minors. So we will find out who is first, second, third, and fourth the day of that. And I'm still determining what we're going to do to fill in our time. It's probably going to be a showcase of champions, most likely. I've got to talk to the fair about it and confirm it, but I think they'll be fine with that. So that's the elimination brackets. The other thing that I want to show folks on the website, in case you don't know, is we have a page that is for family fun, and it's under 18 and family. You click on that, it takes you over here. And we just have some various places where you can take your kids. We have the aquarium, bowling alleys, churches, Explora, Cliffs, Cool Springs, dining out, fine arts, Hinkle Fun Center, hiking in the Sandias. That's pretty close to camping. Some people are lucky and go camping for
actually camping.
They go
not
camping.
Just hiking.
Not just hiking, but actually camping. Where then you can go, because there's no campgrounds in the Sandias.
Right.
Did you know that?
I didn't, but I do now.
Yeah, no camping. The only camping you can do in the Sandias is wilderness, but there is no campgrounds. And the Manzanos has 2 campgrounds, but nothing in the Sandias. So you have all of this.
So this is a good page because, my daughter was just discussing, she's taking like a week off from work, and she was wondering, what am I going to do with my daughter?
There you go.
My granddaughter's 10 years old, and
Right.
she's bored to tears right now. So I'll just tell her to go to callmeoz.net and go to that family page.
Exactly.
All
parks. Right. Here's every park in the city of Albuquerque. So
look, see?
you can go to the mountains and go mountain biking. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. We even have the skate parks listed. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Swimming pools. Yeah, everything is listed here.
Okay.
That we can think of for now. We will expand that page as Jackie does that. That'll be something that Jackie ends up doing as it expands. So, yeah. So, there we go.
All right.
Were you a karaoke addict in California?
I was not. You know why? I would have loved to become a karaoke addict, but they didn't have the amount of karaoke needed to fulfill an addiction.
Really?
No.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, and it's still not there. I was there 3 weeks ago, and they have more, but not nearly the capacity that Albuquerque has or that New Mexico has.
Very cool.
It's like you can, and I tell everybody, all my friends, all my family. Actually, I have a niece here tonight. She came in from California, and I said, we can go to karaoke on a Tuesday. No, I'm sorry.
Tuesday.
No, on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday, Auntie. I said, I showed her the webpage.
Yeah.
And she said, wow.
Yeah, all you got to do is
She
go
was very impressed.
Find a place to sing.
Find a place to sing, and 7 nights a week in this city, you can find a place to sing.
It is epic.
Even in the surrounding cities also, you can find it on there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
one of these days we'll have time to actually update all of that.
But not
just so
during
much
karaoke
work.
season. I mean,
Not during karaoke season. No,
that's kind of busy.
Me and Renee were talking about that in the meeting today, and it's just so busy during the season. And that's cool. He's showing the page right now. Oh, never mind. He's not. Yeah. So anyways, well, maybe someday they'll have more karaoke in California, I guess.
Well, maybe when you move there.
That ain't happening.
Or visit.
That
or
ain't happening.
mentor someone that can do what you do for them.
Maybe.
You know?
Yeah. So, you have ever heard of Red Velvet Underground?
Yes, I have.
Okay. They do a lot to support Call Me Oz. They are a major supporter of Call Me Oz. In fact, my office is now connected to them, kind of. Actually, it's not connected to Red Velvet. It's connected to Pink Rhino.
Pink Rhino.
But what I want to talk about is something that's going to happen there on Wednesday, July 24th. We are going to, for the first time ever, because Larry is crazy, okay? Larry is awesome, but Larry is crazy.
He's awesomely crazy.
He's awesomely crazy.
That's right.
He's epic, and it's just the way it is. So I told Larry, I was like, Larry, the only time that we can get Dory, the owner of Red Velvet, on the show is if we do a pre-recorded session and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, why don't we just do it there? And I was like, are you crazy?
And he says, yes.
He's crazy. So what we're going to do is we are going to do Call Me Oz live in front of a studio audience, live from Red Velvet Underground, on Wednesday, July 24th. But what everybody's got to understand this. Seating is extremely limited in that place where we're doing it. I think there's 30 seats. That's it. And we're going to have 3 entertainers that are going to do 10-minute sets. Okay? We have Country Joe going to do a couple of acoustic country songs live.
He's very, very talented, man.
Very talented. And of course, we got to save a few seats for him. And then there's Jordan Jonas, the most amazing magician I have ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Like, this guy will totally blow you away. So he's going to do a 10-minute set. Okay. And of course, here's what you got to understand about Jordan. He does a show there once a month. He packs the house. Packs it like beyond. And so, but we told him he's limited to 4 seats.
He can't pack the house
He's like,
that night.
what am I going to do with 4 seats? Anyways, okay. And then we have Mary Bird, the extremely hilarious comedian, is going to do a 10-minute set. And again, it was like, Mary, you can only have 4 seats.
Yes.
Okay, so
she has
I want
a following.
you to,
yes, she does.
Oh my God, she has a huge following. So do the math. That's 12 out of 30 seats gone.
Gone.
Okay, so we have room for 18 people. So the way it's going to work is we're going to open the doors at 4 o'clock, and it's going to be first come, first seat. And when it gets filled up, then we're going to send everybody over to the gold room. Okay, they can watch the show live on their phone, I guess.
Okay.
And so that's the way it's going to work. There is no cover charge for this. Everybody's welcome. It is family friendly. So bring your kids, bring your family, whatever. If you get obnoxious, we will kick you out. Okay, but you're allowed to interact and stuff like that. We'll see how this all plays out. We're just winging it. Are we kind of winging it?
Kind of. Now that we know that you've got 3 people doing the setup that you didn't tell us about. Thanks, Oz.
Yeah, no. Well, it'll be easy. It'll be no problem.
Well, let's mic those 3 up, okay?
So there we go. Yeah, Larry and Patty just love me to death.
I know you're not difficult at all.
No, he's so easygoing.
You know?
Easy.
Yeah.
We'll just do this. So anyways, yeah, so that's what's happening. And see, here's the thing. I just know that Double L Media is the badass of badasses, so I don't worry about it. It's just like, yeah, hey, we're going to do this. Okay. Because they're bad
They'll
to
get
the
it
bone.
done.
They'll get it done.
They'll get it done.
They get it done.
Yes.
That's all there is to it. So that's what's going to happen now. Like I said, there's no cover charge. However, food or drink purchase is required. Okay, so just so y'all know that right up front. Yeah, you have to support the venue.
Definitely have to support the venues.
Yeah.
Without the venues, there'd be none of what we do.
Well, we can't do a Call Me Oz live from a venue if the venue doesn't have money to pay their bills. So,
Exactly.
yeah, the least you can do is have dinner there or have some drinks. And I'm not talking that you have to have alcoholic drinks. She has amazing lemonades. She has amazing desserts, you know. So seriously, that's that's all we ask.
Exactly. And that's not asking a lot.
No, and speaking of Red Velvet, they have a lot of stuff going on. We have now ended the every Thursday comedy magic shows. They are now ended, but we kept one set, and so this will be the last Thursday of every single month. and it's changed a little bit. Jackie will do the acoustic guitar set from 5 to 7, which will be happy hour. And then from 7 to 9, we will have Magic with Jordan Jonas, Comedy with Dawn, Sherry, and Jason Green.
Okay.
And then at 9 o'clock, Swing Magique takes the stage until 11.
And Swing Magique is?
They are a jazz band from like the Prohibition period. 30s and 40s, 50s.
Before I was born even.
Yeah, oh, they are unbelievable. You would not believe
love
these
that genre
guys.
of music.
Oh, yeah, they're beautiful. So it's a great night at Red Velvet. That's the last Thursday of every month now.
Okay.
Again, no cover, but food and drink
Support the
purchase
venue.
is expected.
Yeah.
And then we have karaoke on Tuesdays with Karaoke Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So in fact, that was last night. And then we have open mic comedy before karaoke on Tuesday nights with Tyler Lovely. And then we have family-friendly karaoke on Fridays with Kamikaze Karaoke.
Right.
And then we have headliners comedy on Saturday nights with Kevin Kennedy. That starts at 9:30. That is not so family-friendly. And we have live music there all the time.
Right.
So, yeah, it's an epic place to be. There's a lot going on there all the time. So, and now for the New Mexico State Fair.
Yes.
Lucky 66 started the preseason on April the 19th, and we sent the first 10 out on May 31st.
Mm-hmm.
And then the minors audition at Haynes Park happened. So we talked about that. We'll get that going in a minute. Then we did Camino Real Winery and Tap Room. So we got the 8 from there.
8 from there.
And then we did billiards last Friday. We got the 8 from there. And the next one coming up, not satellite, just primary, we have the Golden Cantina at Cities of Gold in Pewaukee. And that is on July 13th, which is a Saturday night.
Which is fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody that drives up can actually make reservations for the
room, the hotel.
Hotel.
Yeah. So you can get a room.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it?
No. So you've got a nice little hotel there. And then the venue after that is going to be Effing Bar. And that's on Thursday, July 18th. And that venue is full. And in fact, I meant to put Amos on the line real quick because I want to talk to him about the Effing Bar and what's going on over there right now. So we'll see if he's available.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yes. Hopefully he's available. But yeah, the Effing Bar filled up just the other day.
Nice.
So like yesterday, I think it filled up.
Excellent.
Hello?
Amos!
How are you, sir?
Good. I am actually calling you live from Call Me Oz Live with Miss Millie on the show with us.
Hi, Amos.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fabulous. Thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. And how's the karaoke community out there? I hope you guys are doing well.
We are fabulous. Didn't I just say that?
Yes, sir. Now, of course, this is Wednesday, the day before the 4th of July. So do you have, now, is the Effing Bar going to be doing karaoke tomorrow night on the 4th of July?
Actually, no. The Effing Bar is going to close early so that the workers there and they could spend time with their families and then celebrate the 4th of July.
Nice.
So no karaoke this Thursday, guys.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. That's what I wanted to know. Now, are you excited that the Effing Bar is now full?
Yes, I heard that, and that's amazing. That is, wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, that is so epic. You know, so we're going to have a good time. The Effing Bar is definitely going to be a full house. And yeah, it's going to be epic.
So people have to get there early, huh, Amos? They need to get there early because Effing Bar fills up fast.
Yep. Yes, it does.
Yeah, I would suggest to people to go there at 7 o'clock, 7:30.
Yeah.
Sit down, get something from their menu. They do have good burgers. Their chicken strips are to die for. Those are amazing.
Right.
You guys get there early, kick back, relax, and then you have a guaranteed seat by the time the karaoke starts up and the competition goes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, seriously, getting to these auditions like at 7 or 7:30 in the evening is not a bad idea. Especially if they serve food, you should just plan on making it your night because they fill up. And the effing bar, I think, seats 98 people. And every single year we hit that capacity mark early. So definitely want to get there early. And yeah, and I like their huevos rancheros, just so you know.
They have those, I believe on Sundays, two for one.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes, they do. So if you're ever looking for a good place to eat on a Sunday, that is really awesome to actually just go over there and eat there, and it's a great deal.
Right.
Yeah, and
right.
they're really good.
They do have good food.
Yes.
Yeah,
They-
I've not ordered anything that I've been disappointed with.
Right.
The chicken strips, I tell you, those are.
You know,
I'm gonna
I
have to
haven't
have
tried those, but I have tried the chicken wings because I'm a wing kind of girl, and those are delicious. Actually,
Yes,
I used to go to effing bar just for the wings and the karaoke.
Either or on that case.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a good reason to go to effing bar. Always has been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I enjoy singing at effing bar. It's a lot of fun there.
It is a lot of fun.
They have it's always a great crowd, great reaction. Yeah, it's a great place.
And Amos is one of the best KJs out there.
Sometimes I've gotten off of work,
Yep.
like right around 5 p.m. or so, and I've gone there just to go eat.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll have a drink, and then after that, I'm out.
Yep. Well, I appreciate you answering your phone, Amos. That's what I wanted to know. I wanted to tell you, of course, congratulations for effing bar being filled up. Just like we talked to Tisha earlier, you know, and it's a team effort. It's not just one of us that fills these venues up and makes it happen. It's a combination. It's the team, it's the KJ, it's the community, it's the singers, it's the special guests, it's everybody that makes this successful. And
Exactly.
so we're really grateful to you for everything that you do for this community because you really go above and beyond. You really do. So thank you so much.
Oh, I got to thank you guys. You guys are amazing as well.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to let you go, and we will look forward to enjoying the 4th of July.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. Have a wonderful 4th of July with your families, and don't eat too much.
All right. Have
Bye-bye,
a great
Amos.
night. Bye-bye.
Good night and God bless. Bye.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I like Amos. He's a very, very nice man.
Yep. So effing bar's full. Fiestas is full. Then comes Marisco on Thursday, August 1st. It's about halfway full already.
My birthday, girl. Man,
that's
my birthday.
right. That's
Yes.
right.
How could you forget that?
Oh,
It's a national holiday, do you know? In my mind, at least.
I hear you. So we'll be celebrating her birthday on that day as well. So that one starts early.
Yes.
Starts at 7 o'clock. So check-in is 6 p.m. We're done at 10 p.m. So if you're one of those folks that got to get up early on Friday and go to work, Mariscos is perfect for you.
Yeah.
It is perfect. You can, like I say, check in at 6 o'clock and we start at 7. We're done at 10.
I did
and
have this
it's
guy that
outdoor
signed
on the
up because
patio.
of that reason.
Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense. So Mariscos is great. Alan is just off the chains. He's an epic KJ. And then And then, of course, his venue at Leo's is the following Wednesday, August the 7th, and that starts at 8 o'clock, so it's still pretty early.
Still early.
We're done at 11, and that one, as of right now, only has 4 spots left, and I don't know, she's processing rollovers. That might be full, too. So
By the time this show is over, it might be full.
So if you want to get into Leo's, you might want to sign up, like, right now. And then the very last primary is Kilt Check, and that will be Sunday, August 18th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Which is even earlier.
So we're done at 6,
Yes.
if you can believe that. And that one is way over halfway full already.
Yeah.
So again, if you want that Sunday one, you better sign up. Here's what's going on with Satellites. Of course, Allie is done. The audition is July 12th for Red Velvet Underground. We're sending 2. The Skillet in Las Vegas, we actually had to reschedule because they had an issue with the night. They have to close their restaurant that day. So it's very rare for us to move a venue around, but we did move this one. So that what's going to happen is that's going to be on August the 8th, and it's going to end up being in one night only.
Okay.
So we're going to let 12 people sign up, and we're sending 2 to the fair. And then Hub City Brewing Company in Belen got canceled. So we're not doing anything at Hub City.
Okay.
And then Sidewinders Ranch is July 16th, 23rd, and 30th. And then August 13th, they send 2 to the fair. And then Twist Nightclub is July 18th, 25th, and August 1st. And on August 15th, they're sending 2 to the fair. And then we have one that's added, but not fully added to the system yet. And that is Ribs in Los Lunas will actually be on Tuesday, August the 20th.
One night only?
One night only.
Okay.
2 out of 12 go. That will start at 7 p.m. and done at 10 p.m. And that is hosted by Randy.
Okay. And they have some good barbecue there.
Oh, yes, they do. They're...
Good beer.
Yeah.
Good beer?
They have good beer, and it's actually Tractor Brewing is with Ribs.
Okay.
So, good times down there. And then Christopher's Mission will be the last chance to qualify. That will be held at the Knights of Columbus. And that will be August 24th. We have eliminated all the preliminaries down there. Okay. What we ran into down south is there's not a big enough pool of people to do preliminaries. Right. So we're just doing the one night only. But what we're going to do on that night is there will be no limit on entries. So there could be 30 that sign up for that night. And it will be the last 2 that go to the fair.
Go to the fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for the wild cards from Zulos.
That's right.
Yeah, don't forget about the wild cards.
Yeah, Zulos closed. Right?
Yeah, because Zulos closed. So those 8 will be based on the next highest scores.
Okay.
So that's the way that'll work. And then, of course, our first place singer will be qualified into Talent Quest, and we will pay their hotel and their airfare. Second place will be qualified into Talent Quest, and we will pay 75%. And then third place will be qualified and 50%. And then the other 93 also all qualify to compete at Talent Quest in Laughlin. And that's the end of October, and it is $650 for entry into one category and your room for 2 for 7 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a deal. And you might win thousands of dollars.
That's right.
Literally.
Wow.
So that is Talent Quest. That's how it's going to go. Our second place champion, Will, was Talent Quest in 2018.
Yes.
Second place. He was the second place champion for Talent Quest. He was our first place in 2016. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So.
And he's extremely talented.
Very much so. Oh, yeah. This is adults only, and New Mexico must qualify through the fair. It's the only way to get there.
Okay.
So that's pretty much what's going on. And then, of course, we're still looking for judges. Basically, backup judges is what we're looking for.
Okay.
So people can go online and do that. And, yeah, that's what we're going to do. If you can believe it.
Excellent.
I can't believe that, like, we're already where we are.
We're almost at the fair already.
I know it.
Man, time flies.
It's crazy. What was your journey like when you went to the fair in 2014?
Wow. It was a whirlwind. I remember I had an afro back then. It was a nice big afro.
I think, do we have a picture of you? Yeah,
there we go. There's my
there
afro.
Yes, that's you had a fro.
And I tried out at Barley Room and made it through to Barley Room, and then I selected my night at the fair, which I think was on a Friday.
Let's see.
To the.
We can probably find out.
Was it on a Friday? Thursday?
Yes, right there, number 7.
Oh, on a Friday on
September
the
12th. Yes.
And had a blast. I mean, it was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I tried to go to as many of the other nights as I could because I wanted to see who was qualifying. So I would know, what my competition might be like. So then I made it to the top 24, I think, from there.
To the semifinals.
To the semifinals. And I did. And so did Jason, and so did JJ.
Right.
So we all sang again on, what was it, Saturday the 20th or something like that?
Saturday the 20th.
Yep, Saturday the 20th. And again, I mean, I'm floating on air because all I ever wanted was to just make it to the big stage. That's all I ever wanted. And then it kept going. It was like, and then I made it to the top 3.
Yeah.
And that was epic. It was, I still remember being called for the top 3. And my daughter, my brother, somebody recorded it, and I'm in tears. I could not believe I was in tears. That I had made it to
I
the
remember
top
that.
3.
I remember that.
Because I think you, Mr. Man, he called my name last.
Of course.
He made me wait.
Of course.
But yeah, it was a journey, and it was one that I would not trade for the world. And I think, and this is what I do when I'm recruiting, is just to let everybody know it's a journey.
Yeah.
You know, don't think about the destination.
Right.
Think about the journey and
Right.
the people that you'll meet and the friends that you'll make. And the amount of times you get to sing,
Yeah.
throughout this entire process.
Right.
And if you don't make it to the fair, you've made some lifelong friends.
Yeah.
And now you're part of this wonderful karaoke family. You can walk into any bar and you'll feel like Norm.
Yeah.
It's like-
You'll know people.
You'll
You're
know
not walking
people.
in. You're not a stranger.
you.
You're not sitting there by yourself.
Right.
And that's what's been the ultimate thing of all of this, kind of as a collateral of it all.
Right.
Like I never expected that to happen.
Right.
I just was.
See?
I was just trying to put a showcase together.
Thank
but
you.
Yeah, it created an amazing community.
And this
It's
guy,
huge.
I walked into this bar the other day. I think it was, I don't know if it was Barley Room or someplace I don't normally go. And this man approached me and he said, "Oh, I love the way you sounded, da-da-da-da-da. What's your name?" "My name is Millie." "I've heard that name before." It's what he said. "I've heard about you."
Nice.
So you too can be heard about.
Yeah.
Just, if you see me out,
Yep.
I'll have these with me. Has all the dates on the back. Just come and check me out.
Right. She'll take care of you.
Yeah. And if you're not sure, I'll help convince you. Okay?
Exactly. She will make sure of that. I promise you. So every year at the fair, it seems like we get the stage more and more, and we run it more and more. And this year, it's really awesome. So this year we have open karaoke from 5 to 6, a full hour, which is an extra 15 minutes.
Yes.
And then the KJ becomes a DJ while the band sets up, and then the band plays for an hour and a half, and then the KJ becomes a DJ again for 15 minutes while the band gets off the stage. And we start our showcase at 8 o'clock.
Nice.
And then we get done about 9:30, and then we get to have open karaoke again until 10:30 when we shut the stage down.
Wow.
So we get the stage from 5 to 10:30, and and I'm really excited about that. It's really an honor when the State Fair actually puts that much trust in a company to do that, and we work very well with the State Fair staff. Mark, from what I understand, will be the stage manager again, and he is just like you do it right with Mark. And
I ran into him at a local shop, and he said, "I'm doing stage manager again this year."
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah, it's beautiful. And he does an amazing job. And then, of course, we work with QuickBeam that does all the lighting and sound, and they are just off the charts. And so we work well with everybody.
Yes.
And we take ownership of the stage. We take ownership of that entire pavilion, and we treat it like if it's ours. And that's the thing that the fair loves about us, is that that's seriously the way we do it. So then it'll be nice to do open karaoke. And we did that by accident last year. They accidentally didn't book stuff after us.
Right.
And so we're done at 9:30, and they have to stay open till 10:30, and the place is empty. And they're just like, little like this. And so they asked us, would you mind just, running karaoke? And we did, and all of a sudden people stayed.
Yeah.
And it stayed pretty full, actually.
Because
So
even though some people don't really want to do the showcase, and by this time it's too late anyway.
yeah, you can't get in
But they
anyway.
do want to sing on that stage.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they'll come by and ask, well, how can I do this next year?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then they show up next year.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So that's all now. The semifinal and the final night, we won't have time to do open karaoke at the end. And then, of course, Sunday is the minors. So we do the minors, the celebration cake, the special recognition awards. We do all that good stuff.
Right.
So it'll be a lot of fun. So I think it'll be a good time. Now, you also battled cancer.
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
You kick cancer's booty butt.
Booty butt. I'm still fighting. I'm not 100, but I'm on my way back.
Right.
And that was one of the reasons I kind of tried to retire, because I didn't feel like I could give the contestants all of me the way I would want to.
Right.
Because from day to day, I never know kind of
Yeah.
how much stamina I'll have.
Exactly.
But I'm sitting up right now. That's all that
And,
matters.
you have been at the venues,
And I've been at the
like,
venues,
all night
yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
I just got to sit down and sing. That's all. And then especially when I go to the venues to get people to sign up, I usually try and sit close to the KJ so that I don't have to stand up and run after somebody. I just go, hey, come here.
Ice Cube at them.
Come here.
Right?
And it makes them feel very special, which they are very special. They caught my attention, so.
So now you're the recruiter.
I'm the recruiter. And I'm having a blast.
And we talked about that already.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
having a good time.
I'm having a
You're loving
really
it.
good time.
Yeah.
Really good time. I'm even starting to go out by myself more again, which I had stopped doing when I was sick because I didn't feel comfortable being out there by myself.
Yeah.
But now, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because I know somebody in every single bar. It's like I feel like I'm Norm almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least one person.
It's nice when you can walk into a bar and you're going to know somebody.
Know somebody, and that's
never
a part
alone.
of being a part of this whole community
Right.
that you started, is the fact that you'll walk into a place and know at least one individual. I moved here 9-10 years ago, knew no one except for my personal family,
Right.
and that was it.
Yeah.
Now, my family has grown by leaps and bounds, and neither one of my children has had more children. It's like, when did that happen?
You're going to start running into your family at these places soon.
Exactly. It's wonderful, though. I appreciate everything.
Good.
Everything.
Well, we appreciate you for sure. And, of course, we appreciate Larry and Patty, even though they're going camping.
Bye-bye.
I want you guys to have a wonderful weekend.
I will not be thinking of this.
I hope you guys have a lot of fun. Of course, you just heard my story about the bear,
Yes.
the encounter of the bear. Of course, maybe not at Blue Water Lake, you won't have any issues like that. But
Bear Encounters of the... What was the name of that movie? Encounters of the Close...
Third
Con-
climb?
Yeah.
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 No, we're supposed to see aliens.
yeah, yeah.
It is Aliens Week, right? In Roswell or something?
Is it really?
Yeah, I heard that on
my
the
goodness.
news.
Wonder if they have any bears down there.
Green
Probably
bears.
not.
Green bears with weird eyes.
Have you ever seen a bear? Like in real
No,
life? Oh.
not in real life. No.
Oh, I see. I see. Chuck Norris has a grizzly bear carpet in his room.
You mean one that it was a real bear and now it's
No,
it's a carpet
yeah.
with the head on and everything?
So the bear isn't really dead; it's just afraid to move.
Oh my God. And Letitia
Can I hit him
was
now?
excited to hear this.
Okay, Tisha. Let us know what you think, girl.
Well, Chuck Norris is a badass, right? So,
Well, he used to be.
Well, he used to be.
Uh-huh.
He's had many more since then. Like, he's no longer the badass. He's like down here now because now there's so many more.
So many more, yeah. But in his day, I watched every single one of Chuck Norris's movies. None of them were going to get past me.
Right?
He was the baddest thing out there.
Now it's all about Aquaman.
I know. And CG. See, Chuck Norris didn't need any of that.
Right.
We
Yeah.
like Thor in this house.
Well, Thor too. See,
Thor.
I love Thor. Yeah.
And you're going camping. Anyway.
Just don't bring back any bear rugs.
Are you going fishing?
The little one will be.
Oh, okay.
We don't fish.
Yeah, I don't fish either.
Charles fishes.
Just not my thing.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
Boring. To me, throwing a pole in the water and waiting until something bites on it, it's like,
Yeah.
there's so much more I could be doing.
Yeah, I go to the mountains. I find so many more things to do than to sit there and watch the water ripple.
You know?
I just
And
don't.
sometimes it never does.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. So
The same person. They get upset.
I already know who's going to get upset by me saying that, but that's okay. I take my video camera and I video wildlife.
Oh, wow.
That's what my thing is in the mountains.
Okay. It was better than taking a gun, pointing at it, and shooting.
Oh,
it.
yeah,
You know,
nah.
I'm not going to say, I'm not even moving my lips.
I'm not about shooting animals either.
No.
So, I hope you all enjoyed this show. I know we did.
We had a good time, people.
Yeah. We won't talk about people that are going camping.
No.
May the grizzly bear be with you. And Chuck Norris not being by your side. You guys have a great night. You guys have a great 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to you. And thank you to all the vets that made this enjoy our freedom. You're a vet.
I am a vet.
Yes.
I am.
So thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
I'm a vet and a recruiter. See?
Yeah, see, you are everything. She is the total
I'm
package.
every woman. What can I say?
Yeah, you are the total package. So again, thank you all for that. We really appreciate it so that we can enjoy our freedom. So y'all enjoy it. Have a great night.
Good night.